I remember still until now. I mean, I was maybe 1.5 years old to 2 years old. Remember, she put me on a small donkey, and we had to go to a different town, which is where Sultan al-Atrash was living at the time.
Raya, yeah.
Raya. We had to meet with him because she needed to ask his help to help my father be released because of some issues that took place in the town at that time. And I remember meeting him. The little details that stuck with me, that stayed with me, whether a journey in real life or a journey in the imagination, they sort of weaved into one another and did not really split from one another, because they were, even though her intention wasn't educational, in the process for me, it was foundational for my educational system as to how to build life and how to tell story and how to merge the two.
So you met Sultan. Do you remember that? He had any impression on you? Were you old enough to think about it?
At that time, I was 2 years old. I was playing in the little room as my grandmother was talking to him about what she needed. But when I was about 11 years old, my father and my uncles wanted us to go and visit with Sultan. And that's the time where I do remember him very well. He stood, I stood, he was standing, and I was maybe this much height on me, very, very little guy at 11 years old. And when I put my hand in his, it disappeared. He had such big hands, maybe because I was so young at the time. But as that happened, he looks at me like very seriously. He says, "I want you to be as good as your father. You hear me?" And I said, "Yes, sir."
And just for people who don't know, he's the man from Suwayda who led the Syrian Revolution against the French occupation in the 1940s? 25.
And he was able to win them the freedom, the independence for Syria. So yes, I do remember meeting him. I remember I still love him because of the sense of nobility he had about him, yet the sense of honesty. He was not a man of privilege. He was a farmer, and he remained a farmer his entire life, despite the fact that he was offered gold and offered palaces and offered the presidency. He refused all of that.
Right.
And so I have great admiration to him.